I believe you'll agree with me that we are very thankful that God is trustworthy, that we can trust Him. And in fact, He never, ever lets us down. But allow me to ask a little more uncomfortable question. Can God trust you? Can God trust me? Well, God is not bashful to talk about that subject, and if you'll join me in this discussion, let's talk about it too. Well, our trustworthiness is something God does talk about, and I'm going to take you to a verse that's found in 1 Corinthians chapter 4 and verse 2. In this letter to the church at Corinth, Paul writes about our need to be faithful and trustworthy back to God. Let me read the verse to you right now, 4:2. Moreover, it is required in stewards that one be found faithful. A steward in their culture was one who oversaw the well-being and the organization of a household. He was the top man in the household organization. The number one quality, faithfulness, reliability. And God says in our stewardship, in our area of responsibility, which is to live as a follower of Jesus Christ, God wants us to be faithful as well. Let's think about exactly what that means. Well, faithful means that we should be where we should be. Well, where should we be? Well, you think about a couple key things in the Christian life. We need to be in fellowship with other believers in a church. We need to be with God daily in the Bible. Also, not only about where we should be, but what we should be. What about our hearts? What about our love for Him? God expects us to be faithful in loving Him and obeying Him. Not only the what and the where, but the when. We need to be faithful now, today. If God were to sit down and have a conversation with each of us individually about our faithfulness, what would we have to say back to Him? Well, God does care about our faithfulness. Let's remain reliable and trustworthy and faithful to Him today and every day.